Hey guys, thanks for watching our videos. I want to remind you of our free giveaway of this booster box right here to any subscribers. Once we reach the 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, we'll be able to give one of these away to a random winner. So please like our videos, subscribe to our channel, and enjoy this video that's coming up.
Hello guys, I'm Jeffrey. I came in first at Remote Locals at Laura's TCG Corner, and this is my deck profile. I played Dark Broly, so this is the Unawakened side. It draws a life and checks the top 5 for 30Ks. You can put it in a drop and you can awaken at 4, draw 2. So when you are awakened, you can put back cards from your warp 30Ks to draw a card. And you can activate battle to combo your 0/0 combo cost cards away from 30k. So this leader does have combo power, even so the cards don't have combo power. So first of all, we play 4 of the red balls. I think 4 is correct. 2 is just not enough. You really want to see those. I play 3 Power Burst, just I do need some negates. I see decks that don't run any negates and I am not courageous enough for that. So then one of the main pieces of the deck, the 1-drop 30k Broly, you can switch them out with the balls to go into one of your 6 drops. And then lastly, I play the Toa. This Toa searches balls for me and also get them from the drop back. So next up, every deck runs super combos, and the super combo of my choice is the Vegeta. It just makes me bottom deck my key pieces that I need in the deck, and it draws me more cards. Then I play the Gravy 2-drop. This Gravy, when I combo with it or attack with it, it sends back cards from my warp to the drop. This way I fuel my drop again to play more 6 drops. And 3 of the Mechikabura. The Mechikabura comes super clutch against blue decks, but also red decks. Stop the Topo, stop the Heroic Prospects, and it also searches for my balls. Then to finish up the 2 drops, 3 Kai. Gives my 6-drop 10k power and double strike. I choose the Kai over the Champa because these are foil, and I do remember to give double strike to my units. And I have the option to not give double strike. So if they are at 6 lives, I can just make it 40k and just beat them back to 5. Then I play 3 of this Bardock. The way I play this deck now, together with the Mechikabura and the Bardock, makes it really good at controlling what my opponent can do in one turn, because I make them not play cards or make them not attack. And this card really came clutch against the decks that want to attack with lots of battle cards. Then I play 4 of the Mask Saiyan No Mores. This, together with the leader effect or the Gravies, makes 3 summons of the 6 drops. You don't have to play it at 4, but I recommend, if you can get them, just get them at 4. And I play 6 of the Revenger. This is just to focus on the hand and remove the good cards from the drop. Let's say the Ribrianne or things like the Roshi that can get back negates. 4 of the SR. The SR makes sure that I can remove the threats from the board. And 3 of the blocker. And the blocker will be used as a beater most of the time, but this way I can still call a blocker through, let's say, Majin Vegeta that comes with a lot of double strikes. And to round off the build, 7 drop red Dark Broly. It also counts as black. It has an X-Evolve skill to make my opponent drop one from warp one from field, hand, and drop. If they can't, I will crit them alive. I'm not focusing on the ability, but it's good to have the option. What I do like best about this card is against blue, it's a guaranteed deflect unit, so God Sealing can't stop the play from happening. And to round off the build, I play the Kai Secret. Just a one-cost 40k beater, works solid in the deck, and against decks that focus on the unison, I can just remove it with her skill. Moving along to the side deck. For yellow, I side deck 2 Piccolo Unisons. This can hit under Flying Nimbus, but also just boost the counts of cards in my drop. 2 Protector of the People, because aggro can still beat Dark Broly most of the time, because unawakened we just don't have that much combo power. I play 3 Son Goku, the Fighting Spirit. The card is used to go against the blue decks or green decks, just the decks that want to counter a lot of stuff. This way they will need to toss a card for that. Green against Dormant Potential, it just nags the opponent 3 cards, and that's really heavy cost. And I play 3 Dark Power Black Mass Saiyan, just for the decks that play a lot of free cards that are 15k or less. Let's say the vanilla decks, Shroom Salsa, also the Wiz deck, and things like Vegeks. Then for the blue matchup, we also side deck 3 Demigra. Demigra is just solid board removal and a discard every turn when he sticks on the board, and just a solid 30k beater. And to round off the side deck, 2 Secret Identities. It warps up to a cost of 6 from the opponent's field. So again, against the decks that want to spam a lot of battle cards, it's an easy cleanup. So the first match I went against was the mirror match, played against another Dark Broly player. He was on the Plea build. And what Plea does for the deck, because you can play it for free on Awaken, you just KO your red Dark Broly. It's a triple striker 30k that uses Offering, so crit alive or draw 2. Because I had a negate on hand, it didn't do much for him. I beat the deck 2-0. It's a really grindy game because on turn 2 he Meki Kabured me. It became my turn to I Meki Kabured him. Then we both, the next following turns, we got into Bardox. But in the end I just had enough combo power to beat over his. So my second matchup was against the Setting Trunks leader. It was an interesting matchup because in my opinion the blue matchup is still difficult for me. But against the Trunks deck he didn't really know how Dark Broly played, and I saw enough of my double strikers to make sure that it was a swift 2-0. He also didn't yet play the new Unison for the deck, and I think that Unison is really good to play in the Trunks deck. So that was a swift 2-0. The third matchup I played was against the Gogeta BR from set 6. This is the one that stops counterplays. Again, the deck wasn't fast enough, and Dark Broly can dish out quite a lot of 30k attacks. His leader also focuses on getting Vegeta BRs and Goku BRs in the drop to gain the double strike and anti-counterplay. But I just keep on warping his Gokus and Vegeta, so that ability was never live. So the finals I played against Traitor Dende. It really is an interesting deck. I still love how Traitor Dende plays. It's one of the coolest Wish decks out there, in my opinion. Again, there was a player that didn't know the Dark Broly matchup that well, and he just didn't saw his defensive cards like Flying Nimbus and stuff. So yeah, I also went 2-0 against it. But I must say he did surprisingly good against the matchup he didn't know. And I still think the 4-drop Mecha Frieza is still a card to be afraid of. So that was my Dark Broly deck profile. Thank you for watching. You will see me often with more black leaders, but also some red leaders. Those are the two colors I like best. I want to really thank the whole team for supporting me playing Dark Broly. Shout out to Roy because he really pushes me with his Shin Shenron to get the best out of this deck, and yeah, everyone is just a huge support for me to keep playing with Dark Broly. So thank you for watching, and tune in next time.